I'd grown up with the idea of racism and injustice so far removed from my radar that I just didn't even notice it or see it. And I didn't think that I was a part of it. I didn't think I was racist. I didn't think I was a part of injustice. So it wasn't that I didn't want to be in urban ministry, but it was just nowhere on my radar. So God starts showing me from His Word that He's a God who loves justice and righteousness. As He's showing me these things, He is making it clear to me that, Ruth, this is what I want your life to be about. As part of my bride, I want you to be an ambassador who represents me by pursuing righteousness and justice in the context of a community that is vulnerable, that is at risk. The Brentwood neighborhood is full of people who are courageous, resilient, and resourceful. And it's also full of people who struggle with brokenness, abuse, violence, single parenthood, where the majority of the citizens live in poverty. I love knowing, learning, and being challenged by the people here, as well as bringing reconciliation and healing. Our mission statement is that we're seeking to see the gospel renew individual lives and communities so that it's transformed in every way, as we focus specifically on the Brentwood neighborhood. We also know that in order to see complete transformation, we need to work with other people, and so we have a strong emphasis on collaborative partnerships.
You don't just live in a house, you live in a neighborhood. My philosophy in this whole community is restoring the prides and values that once existed. Second Mile has for several years had people to come out willing to do anything they can to help you. And they also spend time talking to kids when they run into them, trying to inspire them in different ways, and I really appreciate that.
And we're working really hard to be seen and known in our neighborhood.
When I was growing up, nobody really cared about my neighborhood until I met Ruth and them. When I met them, it was like, okay, well, somebody cares about the people of the community. Maybe I should too. I want God to be like the main focus of my life, but I'm still learning. I don't know if I would have graduated high school if I didn't know Ruth, or had a driver's license if I didn't know Ruth. I thought she really liked black people. That was my honest answer. I tell people that all the time. She really likes black people.
We think it's vitally important to build on the strengths that already exist in the community. We're seeing people who grew up in this neighborhood lead towards its transformation, like Aaron and Taisha, who are planting a church in the Brentwood neighborhood.
We now live within the community that we will be ministering to, and I believe that makes it more genuine because we can feel the pains and the sufferings and all of the other things that they endure on a day-to-day basis, and we can really understand what they're going through. In fact, I went to school right up the street from here. Hopefully we can partner with my old high school and we can minister to the youth, and I believe that as a church planner, we'll have the opportunity to shape and form people's lives one person at a time.
We're seeking to raise up a generation of leaders who will lead their own community forward because we believe leaders from this community are the best leaders for this community.
I've been here for a good portion of my life, and we never really had no organization or people come to our neighborhood. That's what my neighborhood is. It's negativity. So I feel like my positive presence can bring something to it. That just gave me courage because I was like, wow, these people who don't even know us, who working for the Lord, come to help change our neighborhood. So I thought to myself, why not change it with them?
So now I've been in the Brentwood neighborhood for 10 years, and I love my neighborhood, and I love the fact that I get to be his ambassador of reconciliation here. One of the reasons that I love being a part of the EFCA is their focus on being among and pursuing all people. As I've kind of seen in the Word, there's this sense of Jesus reconciling all people to himself as well as all people to each other, and that as he's doing this beautiful reconciling work, people on the outside look and they catch their breath and they stand in awe because they say, yes, there must be a real Jesus. Jesus must be real.